Hi there, this is Group 8 from WPC 300 class. I'm Wei-Kang.
I'm Haotian.
I'm Ke
I'm Xiang Yan.
I'm Jing Jing.
Today we're going to talk about how to be a popular YouTuber. How all the tables, charts, and conclusions we made is based on the US videos data file from Kaggle.com. Let's move on to the questions we figured out. The first question is, which category should a new YouTuber choose to get more views? The first and the most important thing for a new YouTuber is getting more views. The more views they get, the more popular they are.
The second question is, does the amount of text really affect the amount of views? Many new YouTubers consider that they will get more views and subscribers if they put as many text as they can. We need to prove whether they are right or not.
The third question is, does the amount of text really affect the trading days? Trading days is basic attribute that determine whether the video made by YouTuber is popular or not. The video would be recommended to all views at all the time if they did good on their videos.
Let me introduce the key elements of our problems. We have three key elements, which are views, trending days, and a category. The first one is views. Views is the most important element for each YouTuber. This is a key element decide whether the YouTube is popular or not. They could get a good amount of income if their videos have tons of views. Second one is trending days. Trending days is also a key element of the popularity of the YouTuber. Longer trending days would bring them more views and subscribers because the audience could watch their videos by the system recommendation of YouTube for a long period. The third one is category. Different category could be a crucial factor which result in huge different views. New songs or a new movie, beauty videos or funny videos, people have their own tastes, so YouTubers would figure out what kind of video attract the audience more by analyzing the YouTube category. The problem one we find out is which category should a new YouTuber choose to get more views. For the first look at the data, the first thing we need to do is download the dataset from Kaggle.com and change the CSV file into Excel file. Then we design a pivot table. The first step is create a new row to show the category of each video. Then we choose this row and the view row to create a pivot table. In the pivot table, we move the category into rows and average views into values. Then we put the average views in a descending order and choose the top 5 to make it more simple to see. From the table below, we could easily find out that the top one is music, second is film and animation, third is nonprofits and activism, fourth is gaming, and the fifth is entertainment videos.
The second question is, does the amount of text affect the amount of views? First thing we did is separating the tag row into multiple rows to let us calculate the amount of text easier. Secondly, we used count_a function in Excel to calculate how many tags in each video, and we named the row amount of tags. Then we create the pivot table, put the amount of tags into row and average of views into values. The final step is put the data into descending order by the average of views and choose the top 5. We could see that the most average views just puts 4 tags. Second is 37 tags. Third one has 24 tags. Fourth place has 41 tags, and fifth one only has 6.
The third problem is, does the amount of tags affect the trading days? We choose the amount of tags rows and trading days rows to combine into the pivot table. We put the amount of tags into rows and average the trading days in the value. Then put them in descending order by the average trading days and chosen top 5 the date we need. We could find the most average trading days is over 64 days, and they put 3 tags in it. Second one has 6 tags and third one has 42 tags. Only 1 tag on the fourth place, and the number 5 has 8.
Let's move on to the models we performed for each problem. This is a pivot chart for problem 1. From the model on the left-hand side, we could find the most views category is music videos. Its average over 6 million of views. It's almost 2 times higher than the second highest category, which is film and animation videos. But does this really works for every new YouTubers? The answer we think is no. Making music videos requires the YouTuber to have the professional knowledge about how to make good music. The same reason for the film and animation videos. It's difficult for a YouTuber that does not have enough knowledge to make it. Our suggestion is working on gaming and entertaining videos, which are also in the top 5 of average views. Everyone enjoy playing video games and doing entertainment. Just be creative. Everyone has chance to become popular if they work on gaming and entertaining videos.
The second model we used our PV bar chart in Excel and fit Y by X in JMP. We could easily find that 4 tags is first, but the second place changed to 37 tags. It seems like there is no relationship between the amount of tags and the amount of views. We could see that the green line and the red line in the JMP model is almost horizontal, and the correlation is negative 0.02891, which means there is nearly no negative or positive relationship between these two variables. The data answers that the amount of text cannot affect the amount of views.
The third model we performed used to pivot bar chart and fit Y by X in JMP2. The bar chart shows the longest average trading days just have 3 tags. The second highest has 6 tags, but the third one increased to 42 tags, and then the fourth one decreased significantly to only 1 tag. Also, the figure of the result from JMP shows the green line and the red line are nearly horizontal too. The correlation is just negative 0.05603, which means there is nearly no relationship between the amount of tag and the trading days. Obviously, the answer of the question 3 is no effect.
To further prove our findings correct and persuasive, we went to Kaggle.com and found 3 similar researches. The first one we found was focused on the amount of videos uploaded to YouTube by categories. From the figure on this slide, we could see the most video uploaded is entertaining videos, and the number 1 music we showed before in this figure is second place, and the amount of videos uploaded is just half of the Antini videos. The film and the animation in this figure is nice place. The amount of videos is just 20% of Antini videos. These results prove that entertainment is more popular and more easier to make than the music and the film animation videos. In other words, they would rank higher instead of number 2 and number 9. The second research we find that shows almost the same figure of a JMP model we showed before. It's just changed the position of the x value and the y value. We could also find that it's very difficult to draw a trend line in the figure, which means there is no relationship between those two variables and a correlation, where the values goes near to 0. This research could prove that our result of problem 2 was correct. The last similar research we found was also a JMP model, which shows the relationship between amount of tags and the trading days. The plots in the figure are still in a mess. It's very difficult for us to draw a trend line to figure out the relationship between those two variables. The value of correlation could also varies goes near to 0, which helps us explain and prove why the amount of tags cannot affect the length of trading days.
Let's move on to the conclusion and findings we figured out. In problem 1, we find that the first category by average is music. It's over 6 million views in average, but the entertain and the gaming videos are better choice for a new YouTuber who wants to be popular because the music videos require professional knowledge. In problem 2, we find that there is no relationship between amount of tags and amount of views because the correlation is negative 0.02891, which means the amount of tags cannot affect the amount of views. In problem 3, we find that there is no relationship between amount of tags and training days due to the correlation is negative 0.05603, which means the amount of tags does not affect the training days. In conclusion, if a new YouTuber wants to be popular, the best category choice is entertaining and gaming. They do not need to put as many tags as they can because the amount of tags does not affect the amount of views and training days. The last part is new questions and feature work. The new question is, does the amount of likes affect training days? The reason why we choose this question is that the new YouTubers always need a representative video in order to attract more subscribers, which means this video needs to be recommended and the training for a long time. The main character of being trained, we think maybe the amount of likes. The things we need to do in the future is to figure out if there is a relationship between amount of likes and training days. The tools we may use in the future are still Excel and JMP. It's really help us in finding the relationship between two characters. Okay, that's it. Thank you for your time and hopefully our findings could help.